Hey everyone, Selwyn here from Wynn Strength, wrapping up my second week back in training after about a 4-month hiatus. If you check out my previous video, I'll link it up here somewhere, and that'll go over kind of the lessons I learned while being on that training break. In this video, I'll just go over the first 2 weeks of training and how I like to approach a comeback from a significant amount of time away from the gym. There has been a bit of a shift. We are in a new gym shed. The gym shed tour will be coming soon, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that video. We're still just figuring out a couple of things hardware wise to make sure to figure out how to get things to fit inside of this smaller gym. You know, they talk about measuring twice, cutting once. Yeah, I didn't measure at all, so dealing with that now. In any case, first week back involved just 3 days. It's really simple. The first 2 weeks have just been 3 days of training in regards to strength training. I have thrown in 2 extra days here of just cardio on the rowing machine for around anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. Really low level cardio, under RPE 6, if you can rate that. You're really kind of bored on the rowing machine, really just wanting to get that blood moving and kind of get accustomed to movement. Again, that's really the theme behind a return to training after such a long break, is to just reacclimatize the body to that training stimulus. And that really entails not pushing the body too hard and just focusing on the real basic movements here. So you notice here, 3 days, 3 movements, nothing crazy. Deadlifts, overhead press with a dumbbell, and then some front squats. I can't do back squats right now because the squat rack hasn't been set up. If I could do back squats, I would recommend that. Otherwise, whatever type of squat movement you're used to. In this case, we're doing front squats because I can't do back squats. You notice here, we're doing 3 sets of 15 reps, RPE 6 to 7, really not wanting to push that RPE very hard, so well under the anywhere near failure point. And again, to dial in some of that GPP, bring that stamina and endurance up, we're kind of wanting to hit that 30 to 60 second rest. And one cool addition is actually a little gym time, a little kitchen timer that I've gotten. I set it to 30 seconds and it's super simple to use and it's really loud and it kind of keeps you honest on those breaks, and 30 seconds kind of disappears really quickly. So all these training sessions took under 30 minutes, really light weights. I mean, I just did 225 pounds. I have maximum of 30-pound dumbbells, so we just did 30-pound overhead presses here, and this was 115 pounds. So nothing mind-boggling in the terms of weight strength. We're well under like 50% of working weights here. And again, the idea is to just get that body used to movement again. And then we move on to the second week of training. Again, you notice that the basic setup is 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, depending on the movement. With RPE 7, so we're pushing that RPE up just that little bit, but we still wanting to stick to that 30-second rest period. Again, 30 to 60 seconds, and use that kitchen timer. It's like $7. It'll keep you honest and make sure that you're not taking too big of a break. So with the second week, you'll notice there's significantly more exercises here. I did want to increase the amount of work that we're doing over the week, but again, by keeping the rest short and the reps high, we're not actually able to use that heavy of a weight, so the overall load is a lot less than it could have been, especially when we're supersetting movements. So the weight breaks down. We just have 2 supersets, one with the main movement for the day and then some lighter accessory lifts. First day, deadlifts, and then superset of that with some push-ups. I can't do bench pressing right now because the rack isn't set up. And then we follow that up with a second superset of dumbbell flies, some dumbbell curls, and some ab V-ups. So very simple movement here. Again, you kind of do the deadlifts, then push-ups, and then rest 30 seconds, and then repeat that 3 times. And then for the second superset, 1, 2, 3, and then rest 30 seconds and restart it again. You'll notice the setup here. So then day 2, we're doing squats, front squat, then a barbell row. Can't do pull-ups because the rack isn't set up. And then the second superset involves Arnie presses, kneeling ab wheels, and then wrapping up with some lunges. The third day, we're doing some seated overhead presses. I can't do standing overhead presses inside of the shed, as it were, with the barbell because I hit some support structure within the shed. And then some elevated rear leg lunges or elevated rear leg split squats, whichever one you want to refer that to. And then the final superset is going to be some dumbbell tricep presses, ab side bends, and single leg RDLs with a barbell. So you'll notice a very kind of a leg dominant setup here with that second week. And that's just because I did notice during that first week that generally everything's weak, but doing squats really burned my legs a lot. I felt a lot of lactic acid burn there. I think I should focus on bringing that back up just that little bit more. Funnily enough, doing these push-ups has left me sore for a couple of days afterwards. So everything's just weak because of that 4-month hiatus from training. It's pretty obvious as to why. Again, ideally, the biggest focus here is going to be sticking to that 30-second rest and trying to drive up those weights just that little bit while sticking within that 12 to 15 rep range. That's going to help bring that work capacity up. So quick video just with a training update. The next video, I'll go over some of the effects of detraining and help you figure out what you should attack first and why I think hypertrophy should be the first phase when you return to the gym after a somewhat long layoff. This has been Selwyn from Wynn Strength, and remember, a better life through strength.